In recent years, mindfulness has become a buzzword, often associated with Eastern philosophies, particularly Buddhism. However, the practice of mindfulness has deep roots in Western philosophy, specifically in Stoicism. The Stoics practiced a form of meditation and mindfulness that helped them navigate life with tranquility and focus, allowing them to cultivate wisdom and virtue while remaining centered in the face of adversity. In this video, we'll explore how Stoic meditation compares to modern mindfulness practices and how you can incorporate Stoic techniques into your daily life to build resilience, inner calm, and self-awareness. What is Stoic meditation? When we think of meditation today, images of sitting cross-legged, breathing exercises, and clearing the mind may come to mind. Stoic meditation is somewhat different. For the Stoics, meditation was more about reflection and mental rehearsal rather than reaching a state of emptiness or detachment. It involved using reason and rational thought to align oneself with nature, prepare for the challenges of life, and cultivate virtue. The Stoics practiced meditation to stay grounded, manage their emotions, and remind themselves of their values. It wasn't about achieving a particular state of consciousness, but rather about engaging with the mind and soul in a way that fostered wisdom, inner peace, and resilience. The Stoic meditation techniques. Stoicism offers several forms of meditation that can be incorporated into modern mindfulness practices. Let's explore these in detail. 1. Morning reflection, preparing for the day ahead. One of the most famous Stoic meditations is the morning reflection, a practice in which the Stoic prepares for the day by considering the challenges and potential difficulties they may face. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, famously wrote in his meditations about this practice. He would begin his day by contemplating the possibility of encountering unpleasant or irrational people and mentally preparing himself to respond with patience, understanding, and wisdom. Here's an excerpt from his meditations. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they cannot tell good from evil. By reflecting on these possibilities, Marcus Aurelius wasn't creating a negative mindset but rather cultivating a realistic perspective. He mentally rehearsed how he could maintain his calm and composure despite what might happen. This practice can be incredibly useful in today's world, especially when we anticipate stress, conflict, or adversity. How you can practice this. Each morning, before starting your day, spend 5 to 10 minutes reflecting on the challenges you might encounter. Imagine potential difficulties at work, in relationships, or with your goals. Instead of worrying, focus on how you can respond virtuously, with patience, courage, and wisdom. Mentally rehearse how you will act in alignment with your Stoic principles, no matter what comes your way. 2. Evening reflection, the examination of the day. Just as the Stoics started the day with reflection, they ended the day with a practice called epilogismus, which translates to self-examination or review. This form of meditation involved reviewing one's actions, thoughts, and emotions from the day. Seneca, another prominent Stoic philosopher, wrote extensively about this practice. He recommended taking time at the end of the day to reflect on how well you lived up to your principles, where you fell short, and how you can improve tomorrow. This wasn't meant to be an exercise in self-criticism but rather in self-awareness and growth. Seneca described his own practice like this. When the light has been removed and my wife has fallen silent, aware of this habit of mine, I examine my entire day and go back over what I have done and said. How you can practice this. Before going to bed, take 10 to 15 minutes to reflect on your day. Ask yourself questions like, did I handle challenges with patience and wisdom? Was I kind and just in my interactions? Where did I fall short, and how can I improve tomorrow? This practice builds self-awareness and helps you identify areas of growth without judgment. Over time, it becomes a tool for personal development. 3. Premeditation of adversity, Premeditatio Malorum. The Premeditatio Malorum, or premeditation of evils, is one of the most famous Stoic practices. The Stoics believed that by imagining worst-case scenarios, they could desensitize themselves to fear and anxiety, thus cultivating resilience. This technique involves visualizing potential misfortunes, losing a job, facing illness, experiencing failure, or even death, and mentally rehearsing how you would face such adversity with courage and acceptance. The goal isn't to dwell on negativity but to prepare yourself emotionally and mentally so that, if these events do occur, you are not caught off guard or overwhelmed. By contemplating possible setbacks, the Stoic is better equipped to face life's challenges without fear or panic. As Seneca famously wrote, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." How you can practice this. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing potential challenges or setbacks that could arise in the future. Imagine how you would react in a way that aligns with Stoic principles, calm, rational, and accepting of what you cannot control. This practice will help reduce anxiety and build mental fortitude by desensitizing you to the fear of the unknown. 4. Memento Mori, contemplation of death. One of the most profound Stoic meditations is Memento Mori, or remember you will die. For the Stoics, contemplating death was not a morbid or depressing practice. Instead, it was a reminder to live fully, appreciate the present, and not waste time on trivial matters. Marcus Aurelius often reflected on death as a natural part of life, something we should accept with peace and dignity. By keeping death in mind, we gain perspective on what truly matters and avoid becoming overly attached to external things like wealth, status, or material comforts. Here's what Marcus Aurelius said about this. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. How you can practice this. Take time each day to reflect on the reality of death, not in a fearful way, but as a natural part of existence. Use this reflection to remind yourself of the impermanence of life and to prioritize what truly matters, living virtuously, being kind to others, and making the most of your time. This practice fosters gratitude for the present moment and encourages you to focus on meaningful pursuits. Stoicism versus modern mindfulness. While Stoic meditation and modern mindfulness share some similarities, they have different goals and methods. Here's how they compare. Mindfulness. The goal of mindfulness, as practiced in traditions like Buddhism, is to cultivate a non-judgmental awareness of the present moment. Mindfulness involves observing thoughts, emotions, and sensations without becoming attached to them or allowing them to take control. It is about staying present and accepting reality as it is. Stoicism. Stoic meditation, on the other hand, focuses on reflection and reason. While Stoics also emphasize living in accordance with nature and accepting reality, their meditation practices are more about mental preparation, reflection on past actions, and the cultivation of virtue. Stoicism seeks to foster resilience, wisdom, and a rational approach to life's challenges. Both practices aim to reduce suffering and increase self-awareness, but Stoicism leans more toward practical reasoning and ethical self-improvement, while mindfulness emphasizes non-attachment and presence. How to integrate Stoic meditation with modern mindfulness. You can combine Stoic meditation with modern mindfulness practices to create a holistic approach to mental well-being. Here's how. Begin your day with mindful breathing or awareness of the present moment, followed by a Stoic morning reflection to mentally prepare for challenges. Practice mindfulness throughout the day, observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment, but also applying Stoic principles of self-control and virtue. End your day with Stoic evening reflection to review your actions and think about how you can improve tomorrow. Use Premeditatio Malorum and Memento Mori as periodic practices to build resilience and maintain perspective on what truly matters. By combining the reflective and rational aspects of Stoicism with the awareness and presence of mindfulness, you can cultivate a deep sense of inner calm, wisdom, and emotional balance in your life. In conclusion, Stoic meditation is a powerful tool for building resilience, practicing self-awareness, and living in alignment with virtue. By integrating these ancient practices into your daily routine, you can enhance your mental and emotional well-being, gain control over your responses to life's challenges, and live a more meaningful and intentional life. Subscribe for more.